The Opening Drive.
It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is sports radio done differently. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Good Friday morning. Friday is here. Finally, Friday. Finally, a fall Friday is here. Lots of F's there, but we'll
be careful.
We'll use them in the right tone today, but it's Friday. So thankful you're along on the ride with us today. It's the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, the worldwide headquarters here in Springfield, Zimmer, Midwest, as we are rolling on a Friday. Big day today. Big day today. So we're fast approaching football season, right? Fast approaching. Well, you walked outside today, and I guarantee you every high school football coach in Southwest Missouri is going, let's go today, right now. I know we got another week, but let's go. They're feeling it today.
Oh, no, it's tonight they do their
jamborees.
Yeah.
So let's go. I mean, it's real.
Yeah.
You know, that we hit another team starting tonight. And I guarantee you every kid today, they're wearing the jerseys to school, that whole thing. And they're like going, tonight, we got to bang on somebody else. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Hit some helmets.
It's got, and usually a couple teams. There'll be 4 teams that play in these jamborees. We talked with
it up a little bit.
Catholic coach Wes Page earlier this week. He was on the high school show yesterday talking about the jamboree that he's got at Catholic tonight with 3 other teams. Yep, and then the regular season begins next Friday, a week from tonight. We have our high school football game of the week each week of the season.
Every week we're going to have one. It's going to be great. Cam's going to be on there. Cameron Wright's going to be calling the action. And I think it's Glendale, Webb City down the street here. It's going to be got the battle of the powder blue and red. It's got crimson and powder blue. That's going to be the battle there next Friday night. So looking forward to getting football season going. Frank Tristan getting out there and getting after it with his Falcons against the vaunted Webb City Cardinals.
What a way to start
Battle
the
of the
season.
Birds. There's a lot of battles there.
Yeah.
Same colors, birds, a lot of things going there. So anyway, all right, I'm getting back on here, Tom. Sorry. I
thought I was going to, we, by the way, what he's talking about for radio listeners, we're also streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. So he's looking at the picture and he sees just a really good looking guy by himself on Facebook.
And here comes the guy, right?
The other one.
Here comes the guy. Yeah. So it's an interesting thing here on the Zimmer internet, how it resets at the top of the hour when I get here every single time. But it kind of keeps it going. But anyway, makes it fun anyway. Used to freak out about that kind of stuff, but not anymore. It's just part of the radio gig we got to do, the TV gig. I got a little reflection, man. Is that on my? It's weird. I don't know. You see that? Am I reflecting or anything? Yeah, see that? See those lines? That's weird. Must be a light. Somebody messed with our lights in here. Oh my gosh! Now
maybe actually changed a bulb.
They probably did. Now I got to fix that during the break. I'm moving around. I can't figure it out. All right. So anyway, let's move on to more other things. We got a big show today. Our show, each and every day is sponsored by Play Again Sports, located in Fremont Shopping Center, opening up in around 55 minutes or so. They'll have all your stuff. I mean, it's nice and fall. So, I mean, if you're getting ready for Mighty Mites, getting ready for soccer, getting ready for some volleyball, all that kind of stuff is going on. Play Again Sports, located in Fremont Shopping Center. Sal and Jeff can take care of you out there and get you going, man. So get down there and golf clubs, re-grip them, whatever you got to get done. Play Again Sports, located in Fremont Shopping Center. Of course, our live stream we just mentioned is sponsored by Highland Dairy. Highland Dairy, it's a great sponsor of us and making sure we get that out there on Facebook and YouTube. And we appreciate Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious. There you go.
Absolutely. Big show today. It's Red Friday.
Oh, my gosh. Red Friday. Hey, games that don't mean anything tomorrow night for the Chiefs. Games don't mean anything, but they do mean something. They mean something the players playing because they're playing for jobs, right? Heard an interesting take coming in today on that, Tom, on preseason games.
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes, I think, is making the trip down there. He's not going to play. He's the leader of the team, so he needs to be on that flight. But everybody else, the first team, skill players probably don't need to go. You know what I'm saying? Some of the ones that, they don't need to get a look at. Maybe they got a nagging injury or something. Going up in a flight, coming down on a flight, all that kind of stuff. That's a lot of pain. A lot of things going through that. So maybe they don't need to go. And they were saying, well, football team, we should all go. And, they all need to be there. But I don't really think they do. Because I was thinking English Premier League starts this weekend. Starts today. English Premier League starts probably in about 5 hours. I think Arsenal plays this afternoon. But in the preseason friendlies, like the preseason football games we have, they don't take their entire teams to these places. I mean, they leave they leave guys at home. I mean, it's their stars a lot of times. They kind of rotate their stars. So some of them just show up in Sweden to show themselves, sign the autograph stuff. Then they play 30 minutes and rotate them out. It's no different in the NFL. You don't need your guys going to all these preseason games if they're just the rigor of the travel, But so that was an interesting take I heard this morning.
Well, I could see Mahomes going just because of, he's got, Fields, he's got rookie quarterback, he's got Fields who comes in. They're trying to learn the system, and there's no better assistant coach than somebody who's been with the team, 10 years now. How many years is almost 10 years? 17. He's almost coming up. Yeah, probably 9 years with the team. He's basically a coach on the field.
He is. And so he can be there in street clothes or not street clothes. But,
and helping the other quarterback.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, no question. Yeah. Mahomes is different. He's also the leader of that. He's the captain, the leader of that team. He needs to be there just because of that, right?
Right.
But, Kelsey, does he need to go? Not really. Some of these guys need to go. For example, Stafford came to the Rams-Chiefs game last week. He's the leader. Didn't play. Was there on the sidelines. Didn't do anything. But McDuffie and Watson didn't come. The cornerbacks, they didn't come. They don't need to. They're going to make the team. And here's the thing. You're bringing, 90 guys with you? Couple planes, or one big plane or whatever, 90 guys with you. You got to look at all these guys, and you got to feed them. You got to hotel them up there and all that kind of stuff and work them all out. That's a big group to move. If you got guys don't need to go, just stay home. We're good. We know how you can play. We've seen you, right? So I tell people in tryouts, they come up, they'll sign up, and maybe they played against me in the past and everything. I'm like, I've seen you. You don't need to come to tryouts. Or I have my players go, do I need to come to tryouts? I kind of watch you all year. I'm kind of good. You don't need to come.
Another reason, maybe, it's probably more prevalent with college kids, but pros usually take care of their own business. But, if you leave somebody at home, there's a chance that he's not going to be going into the training room.
Yeah, true.
And could be at the local pub, instead, which is not going to help.
I think soccer, that'd probably be the case.
Yes.
Oh, you guys are going to go to Sweden. Hey, have a good time. I'll see you later. Throw back a few. Anyway, that's interesting that tomorrow 5:30 is that kickoff. That's the Chiefs at Tampa Bay. We'll have more on our Red Friday segment later in the show. Some injuries that we're concerned about a little bit with the Chiefs, and just some other Chiefs talk for the week. We'll have that later in the show.
Yep. Coming up today, we also have our Bear Tracker. You know what day it is today?
Day 15.
15. Corey Riggs will be in this morning at 8:20. They had a big fan event last night.
Boomer Block Party. Looks like a lot of people. I didn't get a chance to go, but it looks like a really good time last night.
Day 15 before the Bears take on Texas A&M on the road. That'll be Saturday the 5th.
2% chance to beat them.
Yep.
According to what you said
yesterday. Say there's a chance.
So you say there's a chance. Oh, we are. We're going to go down, kick their tails, and take their money.
Let's do it.
Might as well.
Yep.
They're giving us money, and we're playing a game. We might as well beat them at the game and take their money. That is the coolest thing ever. When those upsets happen, you go on the road, they're paying you $1 million or whatever, $1.5 million, where you go to lose, basically, to be our opponent. yeah, we'll go down there, and then you beat them. And it's happened many times in history. That's the coolest thing ever. It's like, as you're leaving, check, please. And then you take that with you.
Just stay healthy. That's all you ask.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, that's these first games. We need to do well in our conference. That's where we need to focus on. Take care of business at home and then in our conference, because we're playing two Power Fours this year.
Two teams that are ranked in the top 25 in the first AP poll. Now, Texas A&M, they've got a stadium that seats 106,000. Do you think there'll be 106 there for the Missouri State game?
I think there will be
106,000 people.
Okay, so if Missouri State averages 20,000 fans per game this year, which is going to be tough because the stadium only holds, and everything around it holds what,
18.
Well, it holds 18, but they put the temps in.
Yeah.
Like the one year I did, the biggest crowd ever was 21,000 at North Dakota game. They didn't have a mascot for that game. That was kind of funny. But anyway, so 21. Let's just say 18. Now we're going to make it 20. We're going to make the math easy. 20, we play what, 6 home games, Tom? Are we playing 6 home games this year? Yeah, probably 6. That's 6 times 20 is 120,000 fans. If we sell out 20,000 fans a game at Placer, there'll be 106,000 people in the stands for our first game at Texas A&M. That's crazy.
That is.
Our entire season attendance, if we sold it all out, would edge that first game attendance. Wow. Think about how many people that is.
Yeah.
Okay. Then think about how much they charge a ticket for that and how much they make on that. No wonder they can buy players just on the ticket sales alone. That's nuts. And I saw Penn State, of course, my son's brother-in-law is the edge rusher Penn State this year. They expanded. They have the biggest stadium now. I think it's 116,000, I think, or something. They have the biggest stadium in the country at Penn State, Happy Valley.
That's the biggest?
It's now the biggest. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They expanded. It's now the biggest.
So Michigan, it's been
Michigan for a long time.
Yeah.
108, I think 108. Then it's like Kyle Field, like 106-ish. And then Neyland Field, where Tennessee is like 102 or 104, something like that. Maybe it's a little more than that. And then now Penn State's the largest stadium in the country. That's nuts. So one game at one of those Power Four, we'd have to sell out our entire season to even eclipse that. When I say sell out, we have to sell out with temporary bleachers on the ends and standing room only, SROs. That's how many people it will take. So, Bears fans, let's get out and support our Bears. And by the way, if you have not seen the ticket prices for Bears football, you've got to go get tickets, man. That's just go buy the $99 season ticket.
Yeah, great seat.
$99 season ticket gets you all the games, 6 games, all right? 6 games for $99. And I'm telling you, that's the best value. Seriously, for a couple of you going there, two people going there, $200 for an entire season. Hey, if you don't use it, just sell it to somebody for the cost you paid for the ticket, which 100 divided by 6 is what? Like, not very much. There it is. There's a schedule. We're showing it right there. Lindenwood. We need to pack that out. Marshall. Marshall's going to come in ticked off. We beat them at their place last year. Those 2 games right there. Let's sell that out. Now, I think the October 14, that's one of those midweek games. That's like a Wednesday game. How fun is that?
All the October games are.
How fun is that? I'm going to
2 of them in October at home and 2 on the road in Conference USA.
Awesome. I'm going to that Kennesaw game because they're good. I'm going to that Kennesaw. I'll probably go to most of the games, but anyway, that's awesome. Anyway, I was just kind of sidetracked there. $99 a ticket. That's so cheap. $99. So you can get, and it's not just upper deck, by the way, Tom. It's upper deck, and they have the lower deck or lower field level on the end zones for $99 too, a season ticket. I mean, that's the deal right there, the century right there. $99. So if you think about it, 99 divided by 6, that's $16 a ticket. You know what costs to go to a movie? Probably about $16, 15, 12 to 15, $16, right? To go to a movie. Let's just say you don't go. Just, hey, give your ticket to somebody, let them go. I mean, consider that like a donation. $99 is nothing, man. I mean, that's a good investment. And it helps the Bears. If you can't go, by the way, if you can't go, if you're a season ticket holder, you can't go, give your ticket to someone. Give them for free. Get them to the stadium, because our 12th man, which is not gonna be like 12th man at Texas A&M. Our 12th man is probably considerably smaller than that, right? But our 12th man, that makes a whole lot of difference. So make sure you're passing those tickets along.
Absolutely.
And we'll have some tickets to give away, probably, won't we?
Oh yeah. We'll have at some point we'll get those season tickets that we have.
Yeah.
And we'll give some of them away each home game.
Yeah.
So
There you go. So anyway, all right. Sorry, got going there a little bit, but we got Corey Riggs coming on, talk some football. QB1 has been named. Skylar Locklear, excited about that. I think this is going to be a fast pace on. Here's the other thing. Hey, win, lose, or we won't tie, but win, lose, or overtime, we're going to be exciting to watch on offense. I know that for sure. We're going to be going. I mean, it's going to be fast break football. So come on out and watch us. Then Chuck Hepola coming on today. Excited about Evangel football. He's got some players, nationally ranked football team. Pretty excited about that. He got to state or the national quarterfinals last year, something like that, didn't they? They got to the playoffs last year, didn't they?
They got to the playoffs. Yeah.
Maybe it was the first. No, They won a game. Then they had to go somewhere, I think. So they got won, and I think they got to the quarterfinals. I think is what it was. The Elite Eight or what have you. But Chuck will be on today too.
So great show, and then Rosie Joe's trivia coming up at 8:40 this morning.
Man, I could use some Rosie Joe's right now. I'm hungry. I usually get up and I skip breakfast, just come on in, got my coffee and everything. I'm hungry today. I don't know what it is, but I knew we'd have Rosie Joe's too. And I'm like, oh,
not cool.
Not cool.
Yeah.
I might be stopping at Rosie Joe's on the way home.
Have a segment where you've got to talk about food when you're starving. By the way,
and good food.
Spent my anniversary night last night at Retro Metro.
Happy anniversary. Woo! Number 43. But you've been together with her for longer than that, right?
Oh, yeah. We dated in high school.
Yeah.
So I think 47 years.
Yeah, I think it's what Sharon said. Yeah.
And I'm only 50. So there you go.
I tell you what, she robbed the cradle on that one.
She did. No doubt. But we went to Retro Metro last night.
Oh.
Let me tell you something.
Now, see, what are we doing, Tom? I just said I'm hungry.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway.
Well, let me tell you this. So we eat our meal. Great meal.
Oh, yeah.
We had, sirloin tips.
What'd you have? You had the tips?
I had the halibut. I had it was a special last night, so I had that. And my wife had some steak. Great meal. That goes without saying. Afterwards, Chef Tiny comes in, brings a bowl of ice cream, bananas. He does this grilling dessert thing, where he flames it.
Foster's. Yeah.
Yes.
Foster's. He lit on fire, didn't he?
Yes, he did. And somebody right next to us got it right after we did because they enjoyed it so much. But this is something that you don't hear much. Chef Tiny comes in once a week. He does a great job on the air.
Absolutely, 100%.
His play-by-play for the dessert last night. He talks about, he heard me do a little baseball play-by-play.
Yeah.
His play-by-play for the dessert.
Oh,
second to none. No, I've got it on my phone here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
We might play that sometime.
You've never heard anybody do play-by-play quite like Chef Tiny making dessert at your table.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, man. Well, he said it was really good.
Prove me wrong, Rob Rodgers.
Oh, I will not, because I know him. That's awesome. So you got the bananas Foster.
He's doing play-by-play for it. And it's outstanding. I mean, I didn't need a TV. You know how we always talk about watching TV? Bring the play-by-play to your table.
Yeah, with dessert.
At Retro. Absolutely.
Well, congratulations to you and Sharon. That's awesome. 43 years. That's amazing. Congratulations. And you got to do it at Retro, our favorite place. Wonderful.
It was great. It was packed. He gave me a hat and then got me in trouble. Thank you.
How's that?
Oh yeah, he had to mention my wife's.
He mentioned the hat.
Yeah, he goes, maybe you could save this one, Tom. As you know, my old hat story. He looked at her and he goes, Tom, maybe you could save this somewhere else. And I'm like, oh great. She looked at me.
Happy anniversary, honey.
Yes. Yeah. My hat story. Can't go into it because every time I do, She's like, you brought up the hats again?
Hey, you're working on year 44 now, so you're okay. Just keep.
She thinks that the hats could be somewhere in the house.
Yeah.
They could be. I think they're, at some landfill.
Landfill.
Yeah.
That's funny. Brings up the hat story. That's great. On your anniversary.
He gives me a retro hat.
Nice.
Which is nice.
Even I don't have a retro hat.
No, well, you got to go on your anniversary. That's an anniversary gift.
Ah, there we go. That's what I'm missing. The anniversary gift. I should have done that.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's great. So happy anniversary, you and Sharon. That's great. And many more to come. That's awesome. And your birthday is tomorrow.
Granddaughter's birthday today. This
granddaughter's birthday
always ends up the week. We have big. It's like the anniversary. Granddaughter's first granddaughter. She's 19.
Yes.
Going to college now, which very proud of. And then so we'll go out to eat again tonight. By the way, I know you always talk about food comas.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
isn't it? It's a food coma there, isn't it?
Yep.
You leave there and you're like going, oh my gosh, that was amazing. Yet, wow, I'm done.
You know how I do my prep every night?
Yeah.
Got home. There's nothing on my sheet here. There's nothing here. I couldn't get motivated. I was just like,
oh my gosh. It's good. It's good.
In pain all night long.
A good pain though. Well, it's good pain. Whew. All right, let's take a break. Tom is going to recover, maybe do some prep work for the show here since he didn't do it last night. We'll do that. And we'll have our poll question of the day coming up next. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by PlayVN Sports. The live stream of The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock is brought to you by Highland Dairy. Fresh milk, great taste, and local pride supporting the show you love. Catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious.
With the high price of new and used cars today, many drivers are choosing to keep their vehicles a lot longer. But with the average car now over 12 years old, most manufacturers' warranties have expired. I'm Danica Patrick. If your car is out of warranty, a single trip to the mechanic could cost you thousands. That's why smart drivers choose Endurance. If your vehicle is less than 20 years old, no matter the mileage, Endurance could have your car covered for the drivetrain, electrical, AC, transmission, and more. And Endurance is with you every step of the way, from filing a claim to paying the mechanic of your choice directly. And your rate won't go up no matter how many claims you file. Call Endurance now and choose the plan that fits your budget. Act now and get 1 year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value free.
For your fast free quote, call 800-449-2297. 800-449-2297. 800-449-2297.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
Lose weight, stop smoking with Alex Goen Hypnosis. Guaranteed.
Hi, this is Neil Day. So my neighbor Sam quit smoking at an Alex Goen Hypnosis, and his wife Sarah lost 25 pounds. So I went. I walked out and never smoked again, and that's after 35 years of smoking. Didn't even believe it at first. Didn't feel like anything really happened, but the desire was completely gone. I went back for a weight loss hypnosis, and I went with my wife, Emily, and I lost 33 pounds. Emily, who lost 31 pounds, brought her friend Mary to the weight loss program, and she lost 23. It just completely changed the way that we eat. Thank you, Alex Goen.
That's a remarkable result. Results will vary, but it's engineered to work or your money back guaranteed. Only $59.99. That's Alex Goen's weight loss stop smoking hypnosis. Awarded a U.S. patent in 2002. That's the federal record. Weight loss Sunday, September 27th, 11 a.m., Hilton Garden Inn, Springfield. Stop smoking 2 p.m. Sign up at alexgoen.com, G-O-E-N. That's alexgoen.com, alexgoen.com.
Summer road trip season is here, and before you load up the family and hit the highway, stop by C&C Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any brake job. It's a great way to make sure your vehicle is ready for all those summer miles ahead. And the summer heat, too. Take advantage of C&C Automotive's summer special and save 25% on a complete AC system check and service. That's a free oil and filter change with your brake job, plus 25% off AC service. Call C&C Automotive today and get summer ready.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
The question is out, and the internet has opinions. We've put today's hottest sports topic up on X, and now it's time to see where you stand. The Sports Poll Question of the Day on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
The Sports Poll Question of the Day on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
All right, back on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on a Friday morning. Glad you're along with us today as we work towards the weekend. Nice morning. How about that? That's beautiful this morning. Sunrise is really nice this morning, too. Nice and cool. Football weather's here. Jamborees are tonight around the area. So if you're heading out one of those, have a good time with that tonight as we get ready to go with football season. It's here.
It's that time of year where Friday nights are dedicated to high school football.
I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
See, I don't like, this is not a rant, by the way. I don't like other sports or other leagues encroaching on Friday night football for high school. You know what I'm saying? Who was it? There's some doing some Friday night games. It's the Big 12. Is that who's doing it? They're doing some Friday night football games. What are they doing? I don't like it. I mean, come on. I mean, when I was growing up, we played junior high football on Thursday night, high school football on Friday night, and then JV's like on Mondays or sometimes Monday nights, whatever. And that's tough because Monday night football, I get it. But Friday nights, come on. I mean, the Thursday night football, that's one thing. The Monday night football's always been there. Sunday, of course. But Friday night college football, just stop. Now, the Wednesday night college football with us, nothing going on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Tuesday night, nothing going on Tuesday night. You want to do I remember when it first came out, they started doing it. I'm like, hey, have at it. Congratulations. That's great.
Good idea.
Yeah. You get all eyeballs on you, right?
Right.
But Friday night, I wouldn't think the ratings are that good. Well, maybe they are. I don't know. It's one of those things. I guess not everybody has a kid in high school.
That's right.
There you go.
It's kind of a niche thing. Now, even the small towns will have, they'll close up shop.
Oh, yeah.
Friday night, even if they don't have kids playing.
Sure.
It's like, go to Mountain View,
yeah,
or Liberty or, one of those. They close it up. Everybody goes to Friday night football.
Yeah.
It's kind of a networking / homecoming every week.
Community event.
Yep.
Everybody's there. But anyway, I don't know. I guess so. Not everybody has. I don't have kids playing high school football, so it doesn't affect me. But I'm not going to stay home and watch BYU take on Utah either. So I don't know. I'm not going to do it. It might be on, but I'm not watching. I never watch. If it's on Friday, I don't watch a lot. I mean, I only can't think of what I would watch on a Friday night. Nothing. Usually that's date night or something, or do something else, Anyway, that's just that wasn't a rant or anything. Just kind of, I don't like it. All right. Poll question of the day. We had a poll question yesterday about Paul Skeens.
Yes.
Touch on Paul Skeens having a tough stretch there in his young career. Are you concerned about the Pirates ace? And you put down, yes, something isn't right. No, he'll figure it out. He's hurt, or it's just a slump. And quite a few votes there. And yes, something isn't right is the top answer on that one. 46% of the vote. Something's not right. I mean, I don't know. There's something. He's just, like you said yesterday, different arm slot you saw or something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't me, but somebody on MLB.
You reported.
Yes.
Yeah.
That there was an issue with his arm slot, and his velocity was down a little bit. I think his average pitch is from 98 to 96, which to me, I think I could make it 96 average.
You could just.
I'd be okay.
Yeah, I think you'd be all right. So anyway, that was yesterday's poll question. What's today's poll question?
Today, we just came up with it. As a matter of fact, will Missouri State football draw as many total fans this season as Texas A&M draws for their opener against the Bears?
Okay.
We were just talking about it. Yeah.
Total fans versus just one game at Texas A&M.
6 home games at Plaster. Will they draw as many fans total at Plaster this year as Texas A&M draws for their opener against the Bears?
Okay, this question, you said yes, no, or
Won't
Yeah.
average 15,000 a game.
Okay, so here's the deal. You had an opportunity, Tom, to put out a poll question that would have 100% correct answer for the first time in our history. But you threw that little monkey wrench there at the end on the 15,000 thing. Because somebody's going to go, yeah, won't have 15,000. not answer the actual question.
Right. Always got to have a little.
You got a chance to go 100% and no. Because even though, I mean, I just said they have to average 20,000 fans to get 120,000 total fans,
which would beat
it. And
yes.
Now it's 106, you said. So
if it's
fill 15,000 fans, now you can maybe do math. If
that's 90,000.
That's 90,000. So there's a 15,000 times 6 is 90,000. So you're talking 106. That's minus 106. Now you're only off 16. Well, one game. If Placer had one more game, you're right there. If you got 15,000 fans, so that's an interesting one. That's a good question. Actually.
See what they averaged last year. I think it was about 15,000 last year.
Us?
Yeah, Missouri State.
All right, we'll look it up.
Looking, Rob is efforting that answer. Meanwhile, I'll tell you that last night in Major League Baseball, the Kansas City Royals have won their 5th straight game. They beat the A's 6-2 last night. Bobby Witt with his 16th home run. Salvi went 3 for 5 with an RBI. Michael Massey goes 3 for 4 with an RBI. 5 straight wins for Kansas City.
Yeah, the A's suck, though. They're horrible. I mean, that's a horrible baseball team. I was talking about how bad the Royals were. Man, there's worse. It's called the A's. Good night. They're awful. Their pen. I thought that the Royals had arsonists in their pen. No, they have major arsonists in the A's pen.
Careful how you say that, because there's a former Bear there that in the A's pen.
Look at the number.
Now, he was good one game against the Royals.
He wasn't good the other one.
No, the first game he pitched over 2 innings and didn't give up a run.
Man.
But his second appearance didn't get an out and gave up a couple runs.
I watched that little segment, and that was out. He was spotting the pitches. Unfortunately, they were going the other way in gaps. Yeah, it was a tough outing for Younger, but he'll get it going. He'll figure it out. All these guys do, but I'm talking as a whole, the A's are just not very good.
So they take on Detroit starting tonight through Sunday. The Cardinals nipped Cincinnati. Wild game, crazy game. A dropped fly ball in the 9th inning by Cincinnati.
I saw that.
Allows St. Louis to have a big inning. They ended up scoring several runs in the 9th inning and just able to hold off Cincinnati, because I think it was like 10-6. And they gave up 3 more runs, I think, in the 9th inning. Cincinnati made it close 10-9, but the Cardinals won it and take the series, winning 3 out of 5.
That's a good one. That's a good series win. Cardinals just keep on doing things here. They're hanging in there, just kind of hanging around. And if they can continue to play this type of baseball, they have a shot at the playoffs, an outside shot. National League is strong this year, but they have an outside shot. They just kind of keep hanging around, maybe going a little run here. I don't know who they got tonight.
Yeah, they're at Philly this weekend. Matter of fact, we will have tomorrow. We have the Philly Cardinals game here on ESPN.
Oh, okay.
It's part of the ESPN broadcast. So,
nice.
Yeah,
nice. So Cardinals will be on with the Phillies tomorrow, and then guess what? Going forward, Cardinals will be on this Zimmer network, Zimmer stations here
down the road.
Awesome.
Yep. Jordan Walker hit a home run last night. He's got 94 RBIs now. Burley's got 93. He's got 94. But that.
Did you even think that was going to happen?
No. Not a chance.
That's a good poll question. Did you even think because they're going to both have over 100 RBIs?
Yes.
That's crazy if you think about that. From the beginning of the season, right? Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know. Youth movement. Can Jordan Walker even, is he going to be a Cardinal going forward?
Right.
Now they're like, hey,
and Gorman.
Let's get the paperwork on Walker. Let's get the paperwork started on him. He's had what a career year he's having. That's a great job.
Unbelievable. 26th home run, I believe, and 4 RBIs.
He's going to be a 3,100 guy, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, that's great. Good job. I knew when he was here he'd be that guy. I mean, I know we kind of all lost favor in him and everything, but we he was on his way out. They were looking to ship him somewhere probably, but wow, great job.
Bounced back. Something clicked, and I guess you got to give some credit to the new batting coach.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's got to get the credit for this, right?
I know. I would think so.
Now they say Jordan's a hard worker, so they never gave up on him because he worked so hard.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If you're kind of giving up on yourself, you're like, we'll send you down. We'll see you later. But that's good, man. That's great. Oh, by the way, here you go. Average home attendance, Missouri State Bears last year.
Yes.
11,500.
Ooh.
But that was up 20% from 2024, which was 9,600. So they were 11.5 last year. Mid-season averages were 13.1 mid-season. Oh, so let me give you real quick. SMU was 15,027 fans.
That's it?
I know. Yeah, it was low that day. It was
that game.
SMU.
I thought you were talking about their home.
Oh, no. This is for against SMU.
Yeah.
UT Martin was 14,476. Then Western Kentucky was 10,068. Now we get into October. FIU was 87,54. Eesh. That was on a Wednesday night. Then November 15th against UTEP, back up to 12,298. And then the last game of the year was Louisiana Tech. And wasn't that a cold weekend? November 29th. Wasn't that a really cold weekend, I think?
Plus Thanksgiving.
It was 76. There's no students here. 7656. So they averaged 11,546 for the season. And really the midseason peak was because they attribute that to the students coming out. Now, here's the thing. 1,600 season ticket holders, which is an all-time record. So
this
past year, last year. So I'd like to see what they have this year. So if we look at this going forward, though, we've got more of these midweek October games this year. I just put the schedule up, but anyway, we got more. I'm hoping we can jam that up there, get that attendance even higher through the fall, through October.
Marshall coming in.
Yeah, Marshall's a good program.
Liberty will be here.
That'll draw. Liberty will draw because of Liberty's, I won't say they're a national university, but they kind of are. They're the National Christian University. So Liberty will draw.
They're getting votes for top 25.
Yeah. They'll be good too, probably by then. I mean, if you catch them at the right time, they could be nationally ranked. Mm-hmm. Remember, they went to the Fiesta Bowl a few years ago. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were competing for a national championship for most of the year, undefeated. So yeah, get them in town. Kennesaw will be good midseason. So yeah, I think the attendance will be higher. We're 11,546 last year. I think if you avoid a bad weather game, a bad weather game, if you avoid that, I think you have a shot at an average of probably 13,000 fans, which if you think 15,000 used to be the official attendance. It was 15,500 or something like that for a long time. I can't remember. It was 16,500. I can't remember. It was one of those two things, 15 or 65 in the actual structure of the stadium. They expanded it. So if you can get close, you get in that 14 or 15, it's going to feel like there's 30 or 40, just because you're on it and you hear it. So that's going to be great.
Got to have that as more of a revenue producer. You've got a lot of fundraising out there going on now for the football team and the university athletic programs. Ticket sales has got to be a little bit more of a revenue producer because, it's just not back in the day. We all remember basketball, used to be able to almost pay for itself.
Basketball paid the bills. Back in the day. Remember men's and women's basketball before we moved to the new building. We paid the bills with that, right? And it carried itself, and it actually carried football a lot of times, part of that, because the revenue was so good. And now we've got to work on that, Springfield. We've got to have more people at those basketball games.
A couple things with that I noticed. I know we got to take a break, but we moved to the new facility, and the nuts within the department had ticket prices, and they priced a lot of people out.
Seat licenses.
Yes, right when they brought, right when Great Southern Bank, at the time it was JQH, but when that opened up, a lot of people got dismayed by the ticket pricing at that time. They tried to make up all the money that first couple years on tickets, and that sent a lot of people elsewhere.
And we weren't very good. In a couple of those seasons, we weren't very good either.
Right.
And that's a perfect storm. When you're not any good and you're charging a lot for tickets, that's not good.
Well, and that's the second thing here of late. We haven't been great. Now, women have been pretty good. They've consistently, a couple of Sweet 16s, NCAA tournaments, but, it's got to be a strong men's program.
Sure.
And it hasn't been. I think this year we got a chance to really rebound.
They got some players. They got some length this year.
But we understand. We see the schedule. We got 2 more Division IIs on the schedule coming up this year.
Yeah,
that's not going to make people real happy.
I know, and that's the thing, though. We're kind of caught in that middle, right? We can't bring in teams because they don't want to come here.
Exactly.
And so you got to fill out your schedule. And so you're just like going, hey, can you come in and play? I mean, that's just kind of the way it is. Now, the good news are the Division IIs count now towards your NCAA. So that's good. I mean, so you don't have, they're not like zeros on the board. They don't count for RPI or anything like that, but they count on your record. So that's good.
But the bad part of that is
it counts on your record.
No, the bad part is that nobody wants to go watch the Division IIs play.
Sure.
Unless there's somebody from the area.
Yeah.
Nick's a kid and get some Nick's fans, but you're just not excited to come watch a Division II team play at Great Southern Bank Arena.
Sure.
You'd rather see Arkansas or, one of the name schools. You cannot get a name school to come to Springfield to play.
And you can't really get mid-majors to come here to play. Honestly, that's a risky game for them. If they're on the bubble to get into the tournament, they're not going to come here and play unless you get them a one-on-one. You trade. Yeah. We'll go your place, you come to our place.
Well, they do have that. Drake's. They're going to take on Drake this year.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, November 21st. You've got Abilene Christian will be here. Yeah, Tulsa will be here.
That's good.
You play Iowa State in Kansas City. You got road games at Oral Roberts, Arkansas State, Tarleton State.
At Tarleton State?
Yes.
Which means they're coming here, hopefully, the following year?
That's a home and home. But the 2 Division IIs, Truman State, November 6th, and Lincoln, November 3rd, are the 2 but they still have like 4 or 5 games they have to announce for the basketball schedule. They got to get, I think, 14 or 15 non-conference because we lost 2 teams in Conference USA. So you got to make up the games there.
Yeah, so the only thing posted on the website so far is just the Conference USA schedule.
Right.
And plus the Iowa State game, which is confirmed up at Kansas City.
But through investigation, we found out these other games. Okay. So we know, you look at the other teams' schedules, Drake.
Sure.
We know that game. So we can piece it together.
We can piece it because we know that we're on their schedule. Yeah, you bet. We do need to take a break. Went a little long there. No big deal. Hey, we got Chuck Hepola coming up at 8 o'clock today, right? 8?
Yep.
And then Corey Riggs coming in at 8:20
Yep.
today. So that's in our 8 o'clock hour. We'll talk more about what's coming up next for the weekend after this on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN. The Jock, brought to you by Play Again Sports.
Want to hear ESPN The Jock without lifting a finger? Just say play ESPN on Jock on TuneIn to your smart speaker and take the opening drive with Tom and Rob, local sports, and your favorite shows anywhere in the house. ESPN The Jock, always on, always entertaining.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
Your home is where life happens. It's where kids play, pets roam, and memories are made. Since 1978, Robinson Fence Company has taken pride in building fences the right way. Every fence we build reflects our commitment to doing honest work for our neighbors. With over 4,000 fences installed, our experience speaks for itself. Rooted right here in Springfield and our office in Dallas, Texas, we're proud to be a hometown company. Robinson Fence Company. Family owned, locally trusted. Professional fencing by professional people.
All right, there's your new AC unit. You should be all set.
What do you mean, should be?
Yep, you should be all set. Thanks and good luck.
And that's when you realize it wasn't such a good idea to go with one of the guys who had the AC unit for cheaper. Rodgersville Heating and Cooling won't just chuck it in a truck, plug it in, and leave. They take the time to install and quality check everything they do, so you can come home to comfort with Rodgersville Heating and Cooling. RodgersvilleHVAC.net.
I'm Missouri Attorney General Catherine Hanaway. Fraud and scams can strike anyone. My office works to ensure that Missouri is free from deception and unfair practices. Last year, we handled over 65,000 consumer complaints and returned more than $400 million to Missourians. If you've been a victim of fraud, call 800-392-8222 or visit ago.mo.gov.
Paid for by the Missouri Attorney General's Office.
Some messages sound really good. Other messages feel really good because they come from the voices people trust most. That's the power of endorsements with Zimmer Communications. When our listeners hear real personalities talk about their businesses with genuine belief and conviction, something special happens. They listen differently. They remember. And when they need what you're offering, they choose you. Start harnessing the power of personalities and ask about doing endorsements with Zimmer Communications today. You know business. We grow business. ZimmerCommunications.com.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Working for the weekend. Yes. That's what we're doing. It's Friday.
Which means this segment will never go on YouTube.
Yep. We just got that knocked off YouTube. It'll be on Facebook, though. I've got to figure out that, because, hey, YouTube.
I've been so good with this. Yesterday was the first time I was denied.
On yesterday?
Yesterday's
What did
show,
we do yesterday? Did you play a song yesterday? Played their songs. I remember you were playing them for me. Maybe they're denying their own songs now.
Can you read that right there?
Oh.
On the screen?
Mary Whitehead. Okay.
There it is.
Around the world.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, his intro. Chef Tiny's intro is Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yep. Denied on YouTube because of Chef Tiny's.
Well, did they take the whole show off? That happens?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Well, guess what, YouTube? We just may not stream on YouTube anymore. I'd rather have the music. Tom.
Don't make threats. YouTube is a powerful.
No, I don't want to do it. If we can't do our show the way we want to do it, then I don't want to be on YouTube. Wait a minute. Are you telling me that that's pretty good?
That's good. That's
not bad.
Okay.
That's not bad either.
What the heck? These are all pretty good here.
There we go.
Yeah. These are the YouTube approved songs.
But are you just clicking and click the next one? Click the next one?
It rotates.
Why can we grab them? Can you record them?
They're
no, but can you take the song and do like we do our donut and record it?
If
and then
you
use
look,
it as a bump?
I'll tell you where they're at. They're on our little page there, the StreamYard that we use.
Yeah. They're on
they actually have music on there, and they have approved music on there.
But it rotates.
Well, no, I recorded several of them.
Okay, so maybe we can take it, put it on there as our bump, and our cart's up there.
Why don't we find a musician listener, a fan of ours? I know that would be it would be a grab to find.
Reach.
Yeah, find somebody out there that's a fan and also is a musician.
That's a reach.
Record us, some
I'm not putting you guys down out there, but that's a reach. All right, we got to figure that out though, because I don't care about actually YouTube. That's how I feel about YouTube. Actually, we're on YouTube right now. That's how we won't be on YouTube because you play that song. So I can say it now because YouTube won't come after me.
That's why. Yep. That's why I
YouTube's
mentioned
awful. All right. Well, that's okay. So anyway, what were we talking about?
AFC North or NFC.
NFC North. I
NFC.
switched you up a little bit because I'm trying to
Yeah.
line. Well, the reason being is I'm trying to line up the Chiefs on the last day, and then Chef Tiny will be the day before that next Thursday. Dallas, NFC East. So I had to.
Got it.
I was just going to go across the board, but now there's some Chicago Bears fans out there listening to us, some Packers fans, some Lions fans, Vikings fans out there listening to us. A very competitive division, and I wanted to share that with you today. So, looking at our predictions, this is now. Keep in mind, this is not our predictions. Okay, this grouping of teams is not ours. Not Tom and I. Tom and I didn't come up with saying, hey, let's throw this out there and see what people think. Actually, no, this is a composite of probably 56 or so different sources.
You actually put this together through AI.
Yeah, I did an algorithm.
Yes.
Or I did an AI prompt, and it took into account all the predictions that are out there. They're major predictions. I let go some of the, I'm put major media company predictions. I said, I emphasize players coming back from injury, so I can make sure Mahomes is included in that, right? Also, players who are injured currently, as of today, and also rookie sensations, okay, who could make an impact, and veterans and stuff, and trades. And I put all this into an AI prompt and say, make me a prediction of the divisions across the entire league. Now, I didn't go any further and say, hey, predict Super Bowl winner. I didn't know all that. So, but this is just the divisions, okay? I did for the whole league, but I want to do it division by division, then we'll put the whole one up there at the end. So NFC North is where we are talking today. Detroit, Green Bay, Chicago, Minnesota. They have Detroit on top, Green Bay second, Chicago third, Minnesota fourth. Now, this is truly one of the divisions that can be completely flip-flopped.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is the division, because this is one of the only divisions I disagreed with. I think I told you guys that yesterday. I disagree with this division. I think the Chicago Bears will win this division. I think they have the most offensive firepower, and their defense is good enough to win this division. I am going to have a lot of Green Bay Packers fans say, no, we're the guys. And, of course, the Lions as well.
Yeah.
The only one I don't think is the Vikings, but, however, the Vikings could be good. They got skill. If Kyler Murray can jump in there and mesh really quick with these skill players he's got on offense, they could be a very exciting team to watch. This could be the most fun division to watch in the NFL this year, I think, in the NFC North.
So Rob always does the standings, the preseason picks as far as the teams, and then I'll throw out some of the top players in each division. But before I do that, I'm typing in. You said it was an algorithm?
Well, I mean, it's a prompt. Yeah.
So you put it in AI. I'm trying to figure out how I can become a multimillionaire in 2026. What algorithm do I need to make that happen on AI?
AI knows. Great job, Tom. They'll say that's a
great idea.
No, they'll say, what do they say? That's an admirable request or something like that. That's what it'll say. It'll say something like very out there,
What I always do though, when I use AI, I'll always put at the end, what questions do you have to make this happen? And this one, there's too many to answer. I would never be able to answer all the questions. Where do you work? Who's your boss? What do they think of you and your job? Do they know your name?
What's your upside potential?
Yes. Oh my God. Are you investing? Anyway, here's some of the top players in the NFC North. Jamar Gibbs from Detroit. They've got two of the top players, Amon-Ra St. Brown, wide receiver for the Lions.
Yep.
And Gibbs, the running back, could be the most dynamic offensive player in the division this year.
Well, gave him a lot of money.
St. Brown, one of the most reliable receivers, still the centerpiece of Detroit's passing attack. And then with the Bears, you got Caleb Williams, another year older, that helps.
Yeah, you bet.
He's a wild card, no doubt about it, the quarterback for the Bears. Defensively, the Detroit Lions have Brian Branch. Safety can be a defensive difference maker. The Minnesota Vikings, Justin Jefferson, people say he's
top notch. He's probably one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in the league.
His name comes up right there among the draft, draft for everybody that does fantasy football.
Are we doing fantasy football this year?
Yeah, we need to. We
got to do I don't.
Yep.
I've not done fantasy football for about a lot of years, probably 20 years. I mean, it's been a long time.
We've always had a league here. You win
every year.
Yeah, win every year.
It's kind of boring.
It's kind of tough because, I'm just an everyday guy. But
yeah. Wow, we just really talked through that.
Thank God that cut me off. Cut me off right in my tracks. No doubt about that. It's been luck, believe me. I can tell you, it's been very lucky, or some really poor teams in the league.
There you go. That's probably what it is too. Well, we got we didn't finish that. We'll talk about it later. The division travel partners, all that stuff, or maybe we won't. Who cares? It's the NFC North, right? It's not our teams. Well, some of you like them. But anyway, hey, after this, Chuck Hepola, after the break on the opening drive.
Weather update brought to you by David Kinsman Agency, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Count on reliable protection, rain or shine.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Happy Friday. It's a cool and comfortable start to the day this morning, but we're going to find a hot and sunny afternoon. Also, a few clouds out the door early this morning, but those will clear away, revealing a mainly sunny sky later today. Temperatures today in the middle 90s. Winds light and variable. Fairly comfortable this evening. Low 70s, partly cloudy overnight. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Summer road trip season is here. Before you hit the highway, visit CNC Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any shocks and struts replacement. New shocks and struts can help improve ride quality and handling for all the summer miles ahead. And don't forget the heat. Save 25% on a complete AC system check and service during CNC Automotive's summer special. That's a free oil change with shocks and struts replacement, plus 25% off AC service. Call CNC Automotive today and get summer ready.
The back-to-school sale is going on now at Piano Craft with big student discounts. Your student will never learn to play on a piece of junk, so check out the tech-certified used pianos from Piano Craft. They all have a warranty and prices start at just $12.99. New digitals with a true piano hammer action start at just $15.99. Equip your student for success with a piano from Piano Craft, financing and delivery available. Piano Craft, Republic Road in Fremont and Springfield.
We thought about creating a ShopOzarks.com mascot, something obnoxiously cute. Then somebody suggested a giant walking coupon, and honestly, that felt just obnoxious. So yeah, we'll skip the mascot. Instead, we'll keep doing what actually works. Helping you save big at local restaurants, automotive shops, health and fitness, entertainment, and more. No cute mascots required. Just real local savings at ShopOzarks.com.
Spring and summer storms in the Ozarks have been tough on your home. High winds, heavy rains, and hail can leave damage you may not see from the ground. For more than 20 years, ABC Roofing has helped Springfield area homes and business owners protect what matters most after the storms have passed. With honest inspections, quality work, and the highest level of integrity. If storms left you wondering about your roof, let the ABC team
This is Mike Greenberg, and you're listening to 96.9 and AM 1060 ESPN, The Jock.
On KBFL Springfield, K245CA Springfield. Springfield's total sports station, ESPN The Jock, with this local sports center update with Don Luzader.
In for Don Luzader, I'm Joe Rio, sponsored by Highland Dairy. The Kansas City Royals won their fifth straight yesterday, 6-2 over the A's in Kansas City. Bobby Witt Jr. homered in the game, his 16th of the year, while Salvador Perez went 3 for 5 with an RBI. And Michael Massey was 3 for 4 with an RBI. The Royals continue their homestand this weekend, which kicks off tonight against the Detroit Tigers. The St. Louis Cardinals got a gift win over the Cincinnati Reds yesterday when the Reds dropped a fly ball in the ninth inning, allowing the Cardinals to score 6 runs and edge out a 10-9 win. Jordan Walker hit his 26th home run and had 4 RBIs to give him 94 for the season. For the Jock, I'm Joe Rios.
This Sports Center update is brought to you by Retro Metro, delicious plates from the not-so-distant past. Eat RetroMetro.com. This weather update brought to you by David Kinsman Agency, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Count on reliable protection, rain or shine.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Happy Friday. It's a cool and comfortable start to the day this morning, but we're going to find a hot and sunny afternoon. Also, a few clouds out the door early this morning, but those will clear away, revealing a mainly sunny sky later today. Temperatures today in the middle 90s. Winds light and variable. Fairly comfortable this evening. Low 70s, partly cloudy overnight. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Blue 42. Football's back. From Missouri State to the Kansas City Chiefs and the Mizzou Tigers, the excitement starts now on the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Get the latest news, analysts, and hype weekdays on ESPN The Jock.
Summer golf season is in full swing, so how's yours? At Play It Again Sports, you'll find drivers, wedges, balls, bags, gloves, and shoes. Everything you need to keep your friends from talking too much trash when you're out on the course. Trade in your old clubs and upgrade to something that'll actually help your handicap. Because when you trade in, you win. Before your next tee time, swing by Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Center on Battlefield Road. And remember, when you trade in, you win.
The live stream of the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock is brought to you by Highland Dairy. Fresh milk, great taste, and local pride supporting the show you love. Catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Opening drive. It's opening drive.
Opening drive. It's the opening drive.
It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is sports radio done differently. The opening drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
All right, back on the opening drive, the 8 o'clock hour with the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. We're efforting, that's the official word we use in this business, efforting Chuck Hepola to get him on here to talk a little Evangel football and Evangel athletics in general. Got a lot of things going on over there.
Yeah.
They completely, I don't know if they're done yet. I meant to go over there and ask or text Sam Jones, the baseball coach. They completely turfed their baseball field. They had turf infield, which is great. They have a donor give them outfield, so they turf the outfield as well. So I was gonna reach out to him and see, but I haven't done that yet. But I was going to talk to Chuck about that today. But I wanted, before we get Chuck on, let's go back to this real quick. Back to the NFC North, right? The Lions predicted to win that division. Green Bay second, Chicago third, Vikings 4. Well, when you talk about that, the travel partners there, NFC South, which is kind of weak, and AFC East, and we know 2 of them are weak there. So that could be a division where 3 of those NFC North teams do get into the playoffs. So that's definitely something to look at going forward. Hey, Chuck's on the line. Hey, Coach, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm great. How about yourself?
We are doing.
Sorry about that. I literally just got off the practice field and was in a little bit of a meeting there, and so my apologies for not getting to you.
Well, I'm just quit making them run so much. I mean, I'm sure they're in excellent shape because probably most of them are there all summer. And you got caught up in the whole fall day, didn't you? You out there practicing in the fall-like weather today.
Well, without question. I mean, we had morning practice this morning, and I actually walked out and said, "Man, that's a little bit cool this morning," and I actually enjoyed that. So we don't get that too often because we had practice in the afternoon yesterday, and it was a little bit different feeling, no doubt.
Little roasty. So I just want to have you on. We're going to have you on kind of regular here, talk a little Evangel athletics, Evangel football, and so how are things shaping up for the Valor this year?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good so far from an athletic department standpoint. We've got men's and women's soccer that open up tonight. So they've got a game tonight. Okay. Both of them have games tonight. And then cross country is reported, and they are. I think they've got in September when their first is. We actually open up a week from tomorrow and at home against St. Mary's, and then volleyball with Mary Whitehead and women's volleyball. They open up over the weekend, I think on Tuesday next week with a home game. So it's got a lot going on here at Evangel, and the school's already started, and students are here, and it's a pretty exciting time.
So, Coach, update us on what has been done, what the latest facility upgrades have been done at Evangel here during the off season.
Yeah, so there's some things still going on right now. Really, men's our baseball team right now is getting turf in the outfield. So we had a turf in the infield and grass field, but we are finally finalizing that. So there's turf going down. So really, the whole surface will be turfed as well. We've got a new flood hall that I'm actually looking at right here. I'm over on the balcony overlooking our football field here, practice field, and then flood hall and a new dorm and we got new pickleball courts in the middle of the campus here. But really a lot going on here as far as that is concerned. Of course, very compartmentalized what we're trying to do from an athletics department standpoint, just to take care of some of the needs that we'd be able to have. And there's also a lot of behind the scenes little small things that get taken care of that people don't even see. There's just, when it comes to our facilities, but just trying to keep up with the times and making sure that we've got the best equipment and the best things for these student athletes when they come here to Springfield, Missouri and come to Evangel University.
You bet, Chuck. And I look at AG Financial Arena, and what a crown jewel that is of that facility over there, your facilities. What a great place to play volleyball, basketball, and of course all your offices and such in there. What a great addition that's been to the campus.
Oh, without question. I mean, it is state of the art, and it's. I walk in, I'm just very grateful to work here, but grateful to have a facility like this, and nothing against Ashcroft. Ashcroft was kind of like an iron skillet. It's a great, it's really a great venue. It's very historical, but it's a little seasoned, and so being able to have a new facility like this and state of the art, from basketball to volleyball to really our locker rooms that we have. Football's got a very nice locker room down here as well. Literally, we walk out onto this practice field and eventually be an on-campus stadium.
Yes.
And so it's just been it's a great place to work, and I'm very grateful.
So I heard you got an assist with the Missouri State football team last weekend as they got a chance to kind of get loose and get dressed and use your facilities before their first scrimmage of the season last week. Casey Woods mentioned you in his little post-scrimmage press conference.
Yeah, so, Coach Wood reached out and he said he wanted to kind of mimic an away game. They didn't want the Texas A&M game to be the first time they go on the road and understand the things that you would experience. And so he asked if we could utilize some of our facilities. I said, well, yeah, we've got Ashcroft locker room. We've got our old football locker room that we have over there that's cleaned out and really gets very minimal use. And so yeah, you can certainly come over and use that. And so we made that available to them. And so they came over and set it up. Just like you would like on a Friday on a away trip. They came over to our field, utilized our field, kind of like you arrive on the game and you walk, you arrive on Friday and you walk the field and you find out where the play clocks are and you find out where the game clocks are and you find out where your sideline is and where you're going to warm up. And then you load the bus and leave, and then they kind of check out the locker room, and then they, arrived on a Saturday and just like you would on a game. And our field and did a pregame warm up, and so just mimic it just like an away game. I thought it was actually very smart of him to do that, and I was very grateful for us to be able to have a facility here and some extra facilities to be able to do that. Yeah. Obviously, if we didn't have AG Financial, it'd be really, really hard for us to do because our kids have been in that locker room. But we had an open, vacant locker room for them to use, and we're glad to do it. We want all the programs around here in Southwest Missouri to be. To perform at a high level, and anything we can do to help, we're going to certainly do it.
That was a great idea. When I heard that happen, I mean, that was a great offer for you guys to be able to accommodate that. And now I know, they're going to have 106,000 stadium when they go down there, but it's a little different, when they can find a play clock there. But just to get on the bus and just do all that stuff and not be at home, that's a pretty good idea. That's a pretty neat deal.
Yeah, without question. And we wanted to make it as as close to what he's going to experience as possible. So I had our people get music out, playing the music just like you would on the field. And, we just want to make sure. I didn't want him to come, typically do that before games. So we pumped up some music for him too. He just said, I just want old 80s stuff. And I said, you bet.
You bet.
We put that on there and he appreciated it. But Coach Woods is awesome. He's awesome to get to know him. Of course, we got an Evangel alum over there. His defense coordinator is Evangel alum, and we've got some Evangel football players that played for me here that are actually over there working with them as well. And so there's some Evangel connection there as well. And I'm just glad to be able to help.
I'm glad they're able to use your phone for your 80s playlist. That worked out pretty well, didn't it?
Yeah, I've got a pretty good playlist going. If you guys ever need me to pump something up for you, I can certainly do that. So,
very good. Maybe we could use some.
I was 1986 high school grad, so I was right in the thick of it.
Oh, I'm 89, dude. Hey, 80-80. Let's go, buddy.
Yeah, you bet.
Hey, you've got some holes to fill on the Valor football team from last year. How are things going with that?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, we're, honestly, I was working on our 2 deep, though, even though we've got some holes to fill. I was working on our 2 deep because we'll have to submit that to the opponent on Sunday. And across the board, we have a lot of redshirt seniors and sophomores. So we really still have a veteran ball club. So we've got a few little holes to fill, but, obviously the quarterback position is one of them. We've got 3 guys right here that have competed really well. Matt Allen, Zurich Humes, and Luke Milligan. Those 3 guys will be, and all 3 of them have actually, they played on Saturday. Matt has been with us for this is his 5th year, so he's been with us a while. Luke's been with us a couple of years, and Zurich's been with us for 3 years, and so I've got some veteran guys that play that position that here, and then obviously we've got to replace Eric Williams, 1,000-yard rusher, back-to-back years 1,000-yard rush, but we've got some young men that can really go back there as well. And got a young man named Josh Isaac, played at Evangel Christian in Shreveport, Louisiana. So for Denny Duran, so he's a great running back for us. Cam Harris, which is a local young man from Parkview that held the state record at one time. I don't know if he still does or not for the most yards in a game. And then Kyle Cummings, a young man from Texas. So those probably are three running backs that would kind of replace Eric. And then a few guys on defense, that we'll have to replace, but return the kicker, punter, snapper, short snapper, long snapper, all that. So we feel pretty good about what we've got. We just got to be able to execute at a high level.
Is St. Mary? They're in your league, right?
Yes. So it's just our conference is kind of set up the way the SEC does.
Okay.
I mean, you have 2 divisions.
Okay.
You have crossover games. So the first 6 weeks are crossover games.
Okay.
So, and then you have bye week, and then after the bye week, you've got your last 5 games of the season are what you would consider conference games, even though everybody's in your conference. So really our 11 games is everybody that will play, all 11s in the KCAC.
Okay.
You just have one in the Bishop division and one in the Kessinger division.
Gotcha. So, okay. That's what I thought. So St. Mary last year, tough season for them, 3-8. And of course, we don't know what they've got now. I mean, you guys obviously have an idea because with transfers and such. They were either playing close games or they're getting smoked. That's pretty much what they were last year. So what do you expect out of the Spires when they come down to your place?
Well, their new head coach was on staff, and it looks like their staff is fairly intact. And so, from a scheme standpoint, we're expecting some very similar things. But, in the first game of the season, you just never know what you're going to get. So you're just you're repping a lot of variety of things and just making sure that you have rules in place to be able to cover all those things. And so, but they've always got talent. I mean, talented team. They've always got some talent, and so we'll see what happens. We get out there, but we don't really worry about them much. We worry about ourselves.
Yep.
I always talk about execution. We always say the fun's in the winning, but the fun's in the execution. And because if you execute, you're gonna be successful out there on that field. And so we also talk about how every football game there's 5 key plays in a game, and then you don't know what those 5 key plays are. And so we take every play here at practice serious, because I don't know if that's one of the 5 key plays. I'm not that good to be able to predict that. And so as a result of that, we take every play serious. And so we want to make sure that our guys are prepared out there on the field.
You last year is one of those seasons you got to the NAIA playoffs. You got a really tough loss against Friends, and then you just went on fire the rest of the season. It's like these guys clicked. It's like clicked on all levels. I mean, they started the car and they were going. And you had a tough loss, obviously, to St. Francis in the playoffs, but you really turned it around mid-season, literally at the midway point.
Yeah, our kids, credit to them and our coaching staff of keeping everybody tight, tight-knit. One of the phrases I say every week to our team on Mondays when we have our team meeting, because they have Sundays off after we have one required day they have to be off, so they're off on Sunday, so we meet with them on Monday. And I always tell them, we win and lose as a team, and we win and lose together. And so our team is really always, taking that mantra right there, that little theme that we talk about. But I actually mean it. I mean, you can't. Unity is probably the most important thing. If anybody was ever asked me what's the difference in a successful program or business or whatever, it's unity, getting everybody to row in the same direction. Unity doesn't mean uniformity. That can mean we can agree to disagree, but once the decision's made, we all row in the same direction. And so that's what our kids did during that time. And when you do that, it's amazing what a team can do when you do that together.
Coach, you mentioned a couple of guys returning that you're going to count on this year. Do you have a few names of return or new players, either freshmen or transfers, that you think will make an impact for you?
If you want to know the truth, all of them. It's because we're going to rely on some of this, from them, because our roster size is not as large as it has been, and so. Really, we've talked to the team recently about really relying on every one of them. You're only as good as your weakest link, and so we've got to make sure that everybody on our team is ready to go. But I would be amiss to mention some names because I'm afraid I would miss a few guys that were out there. But I know one in particular that I'll go ahead and mention him, though, a young man named Hunter Johnson from Mustang, Oklahoma. He's our I'm sorry, I said we had our short snapper and deep snapper returning. That's not true. We replaced an all-conference kid, and Hunter is the one replacing him. And not very often you're going to hear a coach talk about the short snapper and the long snapper. That's actually a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
And he is a critical piece, and he is we've had some really, really good ones here, and he has the ability and the opportunity to be one of the best we've had here. And so he's a pretty good player. So he's one I'm going to definitely highlight because they don't get highlighted very much. So,
is it his snapping ability or blocking and snapping, just the whole combination?
Yeah, he is just the snap itself. He is just phenomenal, but also he can cover down there. He's worried about tracking the ball and being able to make plays. So he wants to actually make plays when he gets down there. So he's got the ability to block. He's got the ability to snap, but he also wants to make tackles when he's down there. Sometimes you'll have guys that'll just snap the ball and they're not really worried about. They just want to kind of get down there and get in the way of somebody, and then somebody else makes the play. But he's focused on making that play too. So that says a lot about that young man. So, Mustang is one of the largest high schools in the state of Oklahoma, behind Broken Arrow, and so it's a big school. So he's played big boy football there in high school and in Oklahoma.
Coach, I see, I think 3 of your home games will be broadcast on MediaCom this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think it's St. Mary's, off the top of my head. I think it's St. Mary's Friends and the Tabor game, if I remember correctly.
You got it right. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
So those 3 games are on MediaCom. And so yeah. And then obviously we'll be streaming on, evangelathletics.com. And so our people do a really, really super job. My brother, I've got a brother that's a year older than me, and he's been a pastor for a number of years. He's not pastoring currently right now, but he was a pastor, and he was actually a missions pastor. So he would actually be out of the country, and he would watch a lot of our games. And so he was like, "Hey, I'm watching your game from Kenya." And and then he would always say, "Man, you guys when it's a home game, it is sharp, man. Your people do really, really well." Good. So I'm grateful for the people we have that are able to stream those things and put them online for people. And then obviously MediaCom does a super job. So I'm actually very pleased with our product that we are able to produce for people to watch.
That's great, Coach. We're going to be doing this on a regular basis, kind of keeping up with Evangel Athletics. We really enjoy having you on as always. And if there's anything else you need from us, let us know.
Yes, sir. And my apologies this morning. Normally on Fridays we won't practice at 6 a.m., but we did this morning, and because of the soccer game this evening, and so that enabled us to do that. So my apologies on that meeting going a little longer, and I will I'll be there a couple minutes earlier when I give you a call on Friday here on out. So,
no big deal. No big deal. We
right.
appreciate you. Thanks so much, Coach.
All right, take care.
You bet. Take care. Chuck Hepola, Evangel head football coach, athletics director. A lot of neat things happening over there on the Valor campus, and great catch up. We'll do that each week, kind of catch up with the Evangel program.
And a big assist for the Missouri State football team. We had mentioned that.
Yeah.
He was appreciative of Casey Woods of Chuck, lending his practice field and locker rooms to the Bears. So that was nice.
That's a pretty neat deal. That's a very original idea, by the way.
Absolutely.
All right. Speaking of that, Bear Tracker, day 15. We'll have the voice of the Bears, Mr. Corey Riggs, coming on next. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play It Again Sports.
If it matters in the Ozarks, it matters here. From Missouri State to the Cardinals and beyond, start your day with The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 on ESPN The Jock.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus.
And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think?
Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance.
That's not the full picture with Abacus.
Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services.
HR surprises people. Why would we offer that?
Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth.
So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business.
And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions.
Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. For centuries, lobster was a delicacy reserved for those living close to the coast. Today, you don't need an ocean view to enjoy it, just a table at Retro Metro. Introducing Bergen Ravioli. Fresh ravioli stuffed with lobster and cognac, served in a Thermidor blue cheese and spinach sauce that's creamy and rich and unforgettable. Discover the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
Lose weight with Alex Goen Hypnosis, guaranteed or your money back. How can you be sure you'll lose the weight? In 1979, Alex Goen discovered a hypnosis sequence to rewire the subconscious, where bad habits live. By 1999, he was so certain he did what no other hypnotist dared. He asked the U.S. Patent Office to examine. August 13th, 2002, a U.S. patent was issued to Alex Goen. The patent's exact words, a unique and new useful process. Today, that same patented sequence is aimed at food, engineered to destroy cravings, crush late-night fridge attacks, emotional eating, and stress eating, leave you full on half the food, take off 10, 20, 30 pounds or more. No diets, no shots, no willpower. And it's engineered to destroy your cravings for cigarettes, too. Walk in a smoker, walk out free for only $59.99. Guaranteed or your money back. Weight Loss Hypnosis, Sunday, September 27th at 11 a.m. Hilton Garden Inn, Springfield. Stop smoking 2 p.m. Sign up at alexgoen.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app. We're getting you ready for the 26th Missouri State Bears football season with our daily Bear Tracker. Find out what Casey Woods thinks, who the new players are, and what the schedule presents.
Oh, the sweet sound of victory. The Bear Tracker, day 15, as we count down the days to the season opener for the Missouri State Bears, the Mo State Bears at, I think they're nationally ranked. Texas.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Number 8.
Okay.
Just number 8, Rob.
Corey throws out a stat when he comes in. This was great. We always talk about the transfer portal and its effect on college teams and stuff. Corey, give us this. Corey Riggs, by the way, good morning. Thanks for
good morning,
joining us.
Guys.
The voice is here.
Voice of the Bears. Football season 15 days away.
By the way, thanks for that PTSD to start my Friday morning. I was excited about going to the scrimmage later today, and now I feel so much more pressure than I
You're
did
gonna be
before.
watching a little bit more intently, aren't you?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Throw out this stat that you donned this morning for us.
Oh, just, obviously it's time to start kind of, digging into what it means to go to Kyle Field, what it means to play the Aggies, the, top 10 ranked, national opponent. And I'm looking through some of the stuff on their roster makeup from a year ago. And, they lost 10 players, 10 starters off this team from a season ago, but they didn't lose them to the portal or any. They lost them to the NFL draft. Do you really lose a player in the NFL draft? I mean, you obviously they don't come back, but yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
They don't know. Well, they didn't used to be able to come back, but they're going to have their starting quarterback back, one of their top wide receivers. They don't feel bad for the Aggies. They're just reloading.
So how many? 9 of the 10 in the NFL draft? Is that what you said?
No, they're 10 players drafted off of what was a team last year, guys, that went 11-2. It was maybe the best season in Texas A&M history. They go to the college football playoff for the first time. They went 7-1 in the SEC.
Yeah. So I'm listening to these national programs, on our station, they talk about Texas A&M and they're going, the dark horse of this whole national championship season is Texas A&M because of Elko and what he's bringing in. And
how are you a dark horse at number 8?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. The dark horse is Texas A&M. And I'm like going, yeah, okay. Well,
sure.
So what you're really telling us is that 8 of those 10 players took a pay cut to go to the NFL from Texas A&M.
That's very likely, Tom. They're really having to tighten up their belt and lock in for that less pay because an NFL rookie contract is not like SEC NIL money. It's just not.
They are one of the 7 teams in college football that spend $40 million plus on their players. There's only 7 teams out there: LSU, Miami,
that sounds
Notre Dame, Ohio State, Oregon, Texas, and Texas A&M. All spend $40 million plus on their players.
So those programs spend more on NIL dollars in football than the average annual budget of the Missouri State Athletic Department that has 19 NCAA Division I sports.
Yeah.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Just on players.
Hey, I know you were out celebrating last night.
Yes.
Congratulations. But you guys missed out a great party last night.
Yes.
Boomer's block party was amazing. They gave away President Williams had 3,000 t-shirts to give away. I actually talked to people last night that didn't get a t-shirt because I've already had people ask me, well, how many people do you think was there? Well, the answer is more than 3,000 in a span of from 5:30 to 7:30. And really, it kind of shut down at 7 because we were shooing everybody over to watch Coach Siebold's Soccer Bears win 3-1 over Quinnipiac.
Yeah.
So
that was the opener, right? Last night?
Yes, it was.
Nice opener for Coach Siebold and the Soccer Bears. Excellent.
Absolutely. You did interviews with KC and a couple of the players.
Yep, we're going to drop the Mo State Update podcast probably this afternoon around the noon hour, but really enjoy sitting down and talking to Coach Woods each and every opportunity we get to. We spent a lot of time last night talking about culture and the culture he's trying to build at Missouri State. I joked with him a little bit about I told him I didn't realize he had Pete Thamel's cell phone number. That way Pete could get the inside scoop on who the quarterback was going to be, because obviously that went out a night ago. But this is how different. So think about this. There's only one coach, Ryan Beard, in between Bobby Petrino and Casey Woods. So one generation, one era of coaching separating these two. Last night, Coach Woods looks at me, and I'm joking with him about the Pete Thamel tweet about Skylar Locklear. He goes, Corey, that tweet had like 380,000 impressions last night.
Yeah.
Is there a world in which Bobby Petrino would have known how many impressions a tweet got?
No.
This is a different world of coaching and a different generation of coaches now. And I find it fascinating that he is that locked in, not just on the football, but on the metrics of social media and getting the brand out there. That, he's like, hey, you can't buy that kind of publicity.
No, I mean, you think about where we are now from what we were 10 years ago. It's just not even. It's light years.
Rob,
light
Pete Thamel couldn't have found Plaster Stadium if you put him in the Bud Light end zone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I mean, 10 years ago, he couldn't have found a Boomer Bear picture to save his life. But talking to Coach is always great. Got to sit down with Big Michael Osei-Bonsu, and kind of get into his decision to make the switch from basketball to football. You know what he told me last night, guys? He practiced for 2 weeks on the football team before he told his mom he was doing it.
Oh my God.
I said, that's gutsy, man. Because he comes from a tight-knit family there in Bolingbrook, Illinois. And he was practicing for 2 weeks before mom found out.
Oh, mom,
and
I'm on the
crazy
football
thing. Yeah. Crazy thing about that is we've speculated during basketball season about him, what a great football player he could be just by looking at his frame and everything. So she's probably heard that 100 times.
Oh,
because we're not the first to ever say that.
No. He was talked to him last night too. So during basketball season, when he was playing for Conzo Martin, listed on the roster at 6'4", 280. I said, so Mike, what's your football weight? And he said, 302, 303, 305. He goes, but I really don't. He goes, I feel slower. He goes, so I think I want to try and get back down to 295, but I haven't talked to the coaches about it yet. But I think to be quick, I need to be like 295. I'm like, what does that even mean, to be quick at 295? He is one of the most humble young men I have ever met and had the privilege to talk to. And he is just so excited about learning. We talked about the language barrier a lot last night, about how the coaches will have to come over and be like, hey, Mike, we need you to do a stack. I don't know what that is, Coach.
Sure.
I mean, he knows that, to give 100% and sprint and go out there and do all the things as well as he can. But there's a big language barrier there that he's overcoming. So that was fun. And then I always like to talk to local kids if we can. So we sat down and we wrapped up with Ramon Green Jr., the former Nixa Eagle running back. Talked to him about on his vacation. He read John Perry's book. I got to get my hands on it. I haven't read it yet. But he said he goes, when you're reading it, he goes, I could just hear Coach Perry. And he is, you guys have interviewed him. He is a larger than life character in football, high school football in Southwest Missouri. So we talked a little bit about that and just about his expectation and the evolving role that Ramon feels like he's going to have with Coach Mark Kalla and Casey Woods. That really before, under the previous regime, he was kind of the third down back. But he feels like over camp and everything that he's maybe proven to this group of coaches that he can be on the field first down, second down, third down, fourth down, and obviously is one of the best receiving threats you've got, regardless of position. Doesn't matter, wide receiver, whatever. Kid's got great hands.
So fill us in on what Coach Woods said about Skylar Locklear, because you asked him about that as well.
Yeah, it was not surprising. He talked about the fact that Skylar is a proven winner. He's got more starting experience than Henry Beelan does, and you're going to need that in the environment you're going into in week one. On top of that, the mobility, the ability to kind of throw on the run and create, I think makes him a more dangerous weapon. Not good, bad, or indifferent. Henry is more in that style of, say, Jacob Clark from a year ago. And by the way, can I just say, you can clip this off for later. Screw the Raiders. I've watched 2 Raiders preseason games now, and they haven't given Jacob Clark a snap yet. I mean, I don't watch the Raiders unless the Chiefs are beating them. And now I'm watching every preseason game and nothing in these 2. So he better get some snaps in this third game, because that will likely be the last Raiders game I watch until they play Kansas City. But that thus endeth the rant. But
wait a minute, we need an open Corey's rant.
Do we have a Corey rant open?
I definitely don't think we have a Corey rant open. I listen to Rob's rants all the time. But yeah, no, it's I think he is going to be the right guy for the job. Now Casey didn't say this, but I'll say this, guys. When you go down to Kyle Field, I think you're going to see 2 or 3 quarterbacks by the time it's all said and done. If that game starts to lean hard one way, as long as it's a competitive battle, Skyler's going to be QB1 out there, but I think there's a chance you see Skyler, you see Henry, heck, you may even see Elijah Leonard before it's all said and done. And then
I know when we're running up the score on them, we got to put our third string in.
Well, it very likely for 2 straight weeks when you get Lindenwood for your home opener.
We need to make sure everybody's getting snaps for sure.
100%.
That's great. So great crowd last night.
Oh yeah.
What else went on?
So the T-shirt giveaway obviously was a big deal. I have never seen so many food trucks in one place. Melissa Blankenship and Danielle Richardson did such a great job. The marketing team, Kelsey. There was every sort of food truck imaginable. There was ice cream, there was lemonade, there was churros. By the way, you notice I only talk about the sweet stuff. There's barbecue too. I should mention that, but there were games for the kids. Almost every team was out there doing meet and greets. So they were signing schedules, signing autographs. I saw the volleyball team out there, men's basketball, women's basketball, you name it. So it was just a really great sort of community event that allows, Bears to celebrate Bears and kind of kick off the fall season. Cause they've been on campus since Monday, going to class. I got to run into my son Carter because, of course, like every other college student, he was like, "Dad, I hear there's free stuff. Which way to the Chick-fil-A tent?"
He figured that out,
and
didn't
he figured it out real quick. So
that's awesome. So of the transfers, obviously Locklear, the quarterback position is going to be a big one. Who do you see, coming up big transfer wise or new players this year?
Well, guys, start with the Glendale Falcon. Start with Kellen Lindstrom coming back. Obviously, if you have an opportunity to go and play at Tennessee, get recruited to an SEC school, you want that opportunity. He took that opportunity, but now he wanted to come back here, knows that everything is pointing in a different direction than the Bears football that he saw when he was a young man, when he was a kid. So every day at practice, I find myself trying to find where number 5 is, lining up on the line. By the way, one of the things you'll notice too, if you come out to scrimmage tonight, which the Bears are scrimmaging tonight at 6, a lot of 3-man fronts on defense.
Really?
That's very different than the previous administration. It was almost exclusively 4-2-5. You basically were in a nickel all the time. The defense will run multiple fronts just like the offense does. So you can kind of hide where the pressure is coming from. But I tell you, Kellen Lindstrom, Caden Weist has been fun to watch in practice. And I think the back end of the secondary is really locked in, not with transfers, but with guys that Christian Ford and JJ O'Neal. I think at the safety spots are really, really locked in. And JJ, the former Logan Rogersville Wildcat, really showing his leadership, especially in that secondary right now. He is a vocal leader on the back end. Jared Lloyd, everybody knows Bird, is kind of the vocal leader in the middle with the linebackers. And it's a really good mix, I think, of transfers and then returning guys and a lot of local talent. I know I've said it before, but man, my favorite Bears basketball team of all times is when Barry's marching up and down the sideline and his starting roster is Kickapoo, Neosho, Ozark, Rogersville, and then one kid named Blake Ahern that wasn't actually from 417. Some Smet kid.
Yeah.
But I think that's so important, especially when you're continuing to try and build this fan base and make sure that you're selling this place out, not once, but twice this year, as Casey Woods wants to break the attendance record twice in those first 2 games with Lindenwood and with Marshall. And I think they've got the right mix of guys with transfers and returners and local kids to make it a lot of fun to watch this year.
You mentioned Ramon Green. Breezy didn't play Saturday in the scrimmage.
He did not. But I've seen him in practice this week. He was just a little banged up. Camp gets to you after a while. It's a grind. And but fully expect to see him take some reps tonight, hopefully, and see him. He wears number 1, and he looks like Rob, the last 2 guys. When you talk about Jacardier Wright, when you talk about Shamari Lawrence, and those guys are guys that we've seen Well, heck, Jacardier has made a couple appearances on Hard Knocks already with the defending Super Bowl champ Seahawks.
Yeah.
And Breezy looks like that type of running back. 6 foot, 200 pounds, strong, but great burst. That first step is really quick. When he puts his foot in the ground and decides to go, he gets there in a hurry.
You think he wants to play because he's from Anna, Texas? We're going to Texas A&M. I don't know exactly where Anna is.
Well, it's that run of women's towns with Buc-ee's, because you got Anna and Melissa, and there's just kind of a run of women's named towns in the middle of Texas.
It is. That's right there in that area, isn't it?
Yeah.
But a bunch of Buc-ee's and Anna and Melissa towns.
So
we'll all stop there.
Oh, 100%.
He'll want to be ready for that, won't he?
I think he'll be motivated, but I think Ramon talked about it last night. I think that running back room is really intriguing with Breezy, with Ramon, with Connor Lair, and there have been I have watched a lot of practices, and Ramon referred to Connor as the OG. He's the kind of the old man in the room, but that he has got certain plays, certain sets that 40 is the solo back, is the featured back. And he runs downhill hard. He's a human battering ram.
Yes.
That there is nothing better. My favorite play in the last couple of years is flip the ball out onto the flat and let Connor Lair get up ahead of steam, and then see what defensive back is willing to commit suicide by standing on the railroad tracks in front of him, because he's not going out of bounds.
No.
I'll go ahead and tell you right now. He ain't going out of bounds.
He's looking for
putting
guys
his helmet
to hit.
down. Yes, he's putting his helmet down. He likes some contact, so he'll be doing that. So the running back room is very interesting, and then a lot of good reports on Amari Johnson, the freshman running back, and King Davis, who they say may be the fastest guy on the team.
Oh wow, that's cool, good stuff. Bear Tracker Day 15. We are just over 2 weeks until kickoff at Texas A&M. And we're real excited about that. Corey Riggs in the house. We're going to continue on with some Rosie Joe's trivia coming up next after the break. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports. Blue 42, set, hut, hut, hut. Football's back from Missouri State to the Kansas City Chiefs and the Mizzou Tigers. The excitement starts now on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Get the latest news, analysts, and hype weekdays on ESPN The Jock.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage, because Edge Supply, place to win. EdgeSupply.com.
I'm Missouri Attorney General Catherine Hanaway. Fraud and scams can strike anyone. My office works to ensure that Missouri is free from deception and unfair practices. Last year, we handled over 65,000 consumer complaints and returned more than $400 million to Missourians. If you've been a victim of fraud, call 800-392-8222 or visit ago.mo.gov.
Paid for by the Missouri Attorney General's Office.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus. And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think? Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance. That's not the full picture with Abacus. Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services. HR surprises people. Why would we offer that? Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth. So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business. And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions. Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
The leaves aren't the only thing that can get brighter in the fall. 'Tis the season to play under the lights. At Play It Again Sports, football and soccer players reload every year with lots of new and gently used gear. From shoulder pads, helmets, mouthpieces, gloves, and footballs to soccer shoes, shin guards, shorts, and jerseys. If you play a fall sport, it's more than likely we'll see you soon at Play It Again Sports. When you trade in, you win. Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Shopping Center.
Not your average sports show. Louder opinions, better stories, and zero boring mornings. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, we got Rosie Joe's Trivia. We're going to get going here in our final segment on Friday. Friday is here, and I am checking out, heading to Kansas City after this. Got soccer. It's starting, high school soccer in Kansas City this weekend.
I thought you were going to watch Don Luzader in his big putt tournament.
By the way,
there.
Don, I'm coming up to be your
caddy.
gallery. I'll be his caddy.
How do you caddy when a man only needs one club?
Well, maybe I'll take a backup club. Just in case something happens in that club, and it's like, here you go.
Is being a putt professional, is that kind of like the Frisbee golf? Do you have like a long putter, a short putter?
I don't know. That's a question we need to ask him.
Well, when you got the windmill,
inquiring minds want to know, Rob.
Yeah.
But we need to set that up where you could caddy for him.
Celebrity caddy, Rob Rodgers.
And I get down and I look, I'm looking, I'm like, now you tell me, I think you take this far right here off the bank right here. I think if you bank it off the windmill this way, come in. I think that's where you're going.
Off the clown's foot.
Yes.
Through the left side.
I could do that.
Yes,
I'd be good at that. Yeah.
We'll set that up.
Here's your putter. No, I just carry the putter. When he puts it in, he gets his hole in one. He gives me the putter, and I just carry it to the next hole, and just which is
kind of
literally
like the Olympic torch,
which is literally like one step away, and I give it right back to him.
Don is in Kansas City this weekend.
Yes.
You're going there. Your son's playing soccer.
High school season has started.
Yeah.
Have no idea who we're playing. I was told I got to go to Kansas City today, and we're playing today and tomorrow. That's what I was told. I don't know. I don't have it on my phone. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm driving to. I think it was Lee Summit last time. I hope I don't go to the wrong place. It's a big city.
Yes.
I got to kind of know where we're playing.
There's more than one school there at Lee Summit.
Do you miss high school football? You kind of last couple of years.
I so do. I was thinking about this on the way in because you guys were talking to Chuck Hepola before, and 26 plus years at Mediacom, and I spent every Friday night somewhere in Southwest Missouri, and for the last few seasons did a lot of Saturdays covering Evangel football, and Chuck is just one of the nicest guys
he is
in football, in sports period here in town. I love hearing him when he's on with you guys, but yeah, we actually spoke to Liam Keating last night at the Boomers block party, and I was asking him, well, where are your plans? Where are you going? Everything else. And that made me think, where would I want to be? I started looking at the week schedule going, well, let's see. If we were at MediaCom, we might go over here and do Parkview and Willard. We might go over here. So, it's definitely something that I miss. But after you guys freaked me out by saying we're 15 days away from Missouri State and Texas A&M, I think I'm just going to watch a scrimmage and study some more tonight. Would be the best use of my time.
Lock yourself up in a room and get ready for the game, the broadcast. Just looking at his play-by-play sheet, you ever see those spotter boards they've got?
Yeah,
you got to get a couple degrees in calculus to figure out how to do one of those things.
And then actually view it when you're actually calling the game and remember where the information is.
Oh my gosh!
You also have to be able to write really small to fit in as much information as you can.
Keep your glasses on so you can see it.
That's
the spectacles.
Looking through the bottoms.
Yep. Those binoculars aren't for the game, for the field. They're for the spotter notes. Board.
Yes.
Yep, absolutely.
Right, this is what you're doing like the entire game. Up and down. You don't see it.
100%.
Hey, we got to get some Rosie Joe's trivia out of the way. We got to give some people some food because if you don't take it, I'm taking it on the way home because I'm hungry. So, I had a donut. So, anyway, there we go. Thank you, Corey. You heard I was hungry. I was hungry.
I brought the man donuts. It's Friday.
We started off talking about food and Rosie Joe's today, and I'm hungry today. It's one of those days, right?
You've already had how many donuts?
I've only had one, Tom. In case my wife's listening, I only had one donut. It was a good one too, and it was a glazed, clean.
Yeah, just go with classic.
Clean glaze, right? And
Okay.
I didn't snarf it. I enjoyed it with my coffee, and that's all I'm going to talk about right now. In case my wife's listening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get to trivia.
And the question is, Tom, Rosie Joe's trivia. South Street, Ozark, go past the Aldi's exit, go past the Walmart, go past Seven Brew, go past Ozark Assembly God. It's right there on the right side. It's Rosie Joe's. Great chicken fried everything right there, man. You can chicken fried chicken fried steak. She probably chicken fried anything you want to.
Now I'm hungry.
Now I know, right? And
Dang
breakfast is amazing. The pancakes that fill up the plate. They're crisp. You know, those kind of pancakes are crispy on the outside and soft on the inside.
Mhm.
The butter just melts all over them. That. Rosie Joe's. You guys want it right now. 866-0969. Here comes the question. Hope it's an easy one.
If I
hope
wasn't,
it's a hard one.
if I wasn't in a food coma still from last night,
He's not even reacting to that.
No.
I'm hurting. I'm telling you.
All I'm thinking is I sure could go for some flapjacks right about now.
Right. Corey, we're going down to Rosie Joe's after this.
By the way, Corey, I'll throw this out. Chef Tiny, play-by-play, unbelievable.
Really?
On my banana, what was it called?
Bananas Foster.
Yeah, Bananas Foster. He did play-by-play of him preparing that right there at our table. Be careful because he could be taking our jobs.
I said we already got Maddox breathing down our neck.
Yeah.
Our student broadcaster at Missouri State. I don't need Chef Tiny competing with me too. Come on.
I've got it on tape here. He was pretty darn good.
All dessert all the time,
Yep.
baby.
The color was outstanding. All right. Kansas City Chiefs playing tomorrow.
Yes.
Tampa Bay.
5:30.
Right? One guy we know won't be playing is Patrick Mahomes.
Correcto.
The all-time leading passer in Kansas City history.
Mm-hmm.
Lenny Dawson is number 2 in all-time yardage. Can you give me number 3 all-time leading passer for the Kansas City Chiefs? 3, 4, or 5. I'll throw that out. 3, 4, or 5.
Really opening it up.
Because
I was hoping they'd miss it, so I'd eat some Rosie Joe's today.
3, 4, or 5 in all-time yardage in Kansas City Chiefs history. I'll throw one hint out. One of the guys was into politics back in the day.
I don't know if that helps me at all.
No.
I don't think it helped me. I feel dumber now after the clue.
We're like, what was that?
417-866-0969. 417-866-0969.
That actually made me more confused. Man. Okay.
Caller, do you have an idea?
I have a guess.
Okay.
I'm going to say Trent Green.
He is number 3.
Boom. Trent Green. There we go.
Yep. Alex Smith, 4.
That was
and
my
the
guess.
former politician. Do you know who the former politician is?
No, I don't recall.
Bill Kinney.
Bill Kinney.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. He was a politician. That's right.
Yep.
But that was my era, Bill Kinney. So I didn't watch very much Chiefs football. I was watching Dallas Cowboys football back then.
I'm sorry.
Poor guy.
That was a hard stretch, man, right there. Woo.
So who is this?
This Mike
Last name?
Lorenzen.
All right.
Yeah, there you go, Mike.
Mike, I will have a Rosie Joe's gift card for you at the front desk. You can stop by during business hours and pick it up anytime, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. Those are the new business hours.
New
here.
business.
We got new business hours?
Yeah.
Didn't apply
Hey,
to me.
congratulations, Mike.
Thank you.
You bet. Thanks for listening, Mike. Appreciate you.
Sorry, Rob.
I know. It's like a downer.
Sorry, we had to give away the gift certificate.
He starts getting out hints.
So
It didn't help.
us.
we understand maybe basketball schedule for the men may be released sometime soon.
Yep, it is close to its conclusion. I think they were waiting on one signed contract, so I think we're knocking on the door of getting that out here probably by the beginning of next week, or if not this weekend, hopefully.
I know we were dissecting the schedule because we can look at other people's schedules
Well,
to
sure.
see if we're on
Yeah.
there. Drake is on the schedule, which is
Very
nice.
exciting.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to get back with some of those. That's
Tulsa.
what I'm talking about. Why can't we get back with the Illinois States and Indiana States of the world and play them non-conference? I mean, that would be cool.
Well, wait for the schedule to drop. I don't think Drake will be the only Valley team
Oh,
you see.
okay. Nice.
Just a little teaser there.
Good.
Might be one other one out there. We'll see.
That's great. I mean, that's good. I mean, we should work with our former partners, our former league members, and that if that's what has to happen in men's basketball and women's basketball for that matter, we need to make that work just for travel purposes alone.
Well, and we know that there's some regional matchups too, because we looked at other schedules,
Sure.
Tulsa,
Yep.
Oral Roberts.
Roberts.
You got Arkansas State, I believe, or is it Central Arkansas? One of those two.
One of those Arkansas
I think
schools.
it's Jonesboro.
I think so.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Not
those
Purple
regional.
Bears, Red Wolves.
Yeah, Red Wolves. Yeah.
So that'll be good.
Yeah. I think if we can do that, that'd be great. And I think college athletics is changing, as we all know, and you guys are into it and you guys are traveling and such. But this regional thing is going to become a bigger and bigger thing, because you just can't travel to the ends of the earth. We can't travel the ends of the earth every single game. The SEC schools and Big Ten schools can, but we can't. So we've got to form alliances within the Midwest where we can get these games in on bus trips and what have you. Yeah, for sure.
Every game can't be a flight.
Yeah.
We'd like it to be, but
Can't do it.
got to get on a bus every now and again, save a little money.
Oh, absolutely.
By the way, I had Cayman Beckmeyer on the Bear Down Pause Up podcast yesterday. So
I watched that NIL thing. She said she does that all on her own.
Yeah.
She didn't have an agent or anything. She's
all
all over town.
Smart girl.
She is. I want to hire her.
Just think what she's
I don't
saving.
know what I'd hire her for, but I'd hire her for something because
Get
she's
line.
getting out there, right?
Yeah.
Probably don't have enough money to hire her.
Well, and she can be choosy on what she takes.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if some company wants her to do a little bit more than she's comfortable with,
Sure.
like,
It's her call.
yeah, she can
Yeah.
do what she wants. She
Well,
doesn't have an agent saying, get this done by Friday.
Well,
Like, I can't.
Yeah, barking at her,
Yeah.
and she's on her schedule. That's great, man.
She's the boss.
That's awesome. I think that's great. Congratulations to her, because she's made some good deals for herself.
Yes,
That's for
indeed.
sure.
Yep.
Next week, I may have the Penn State edge rusher on next week. We're efforting that. My son's brother-in-law, starting edge rusher for Penn State. Going to try to get him on next week. He's going to talk a little NIL. He's a journalism major up at Penn State. So we'll see. We'll get a little Big Ten preview next week, maybe.
Find out if his favorite uniform color at Penn State is white.
White.
All white.
Love
That-
all white. All white
At
helmets
Penn
and everything.
State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you Monday.
This weather update brought to you by David Kinsman Agency, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Count on reliable